The Who. I mean, that's got to be one of the best rock tracks ever, hasn't it?
Oh, there's no arguing.
Did I sound like Dr. Fox again?
A little bit. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. We're gonna get a Sony award this year. Carl, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah? It's good to be back, isn't it?
We're doing Rockbusters in a bit, what?
Have we got Rockbusters?
Well.
Hallelujah!
I'll tell you this, new listeners. New listeners won't believe their luck when they hear Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters. Have we got, well, dare I say it, have we got Monkey News, Carl?
Well, I've been away, haven't I? So, I've sort of got a few things that I've read about roughly, but I don't know the full ins and outs.
You're joking, because usually you do your research quite well, don't you, when you get it off Anna Nova and read the top line.
So what are you saying, though? Are you saying that it's kind of Monkey News?
We might have time to do something later.
Well, we've got to have him Monkey News.
I love it when he teases us with his Monkey News.
We've had emails about that website address.
Oh, yeah.
It was a what's the name? An
underscore. Okay, so give it out one more time. Now go to this to find out about Karl Pilkington. Someone's put in a lot of effort. It's a really good website. There's some great pictures of Karl.
Well, they're not great. They're just freewebs.com/the_k_man/
Okay, forward slashes all the way.
Yeah.
Except the underscores.
Except the underscores, yeah.
This is interminable. Isn't it interminable giving out email addresses?
I know, yeah.
Rubbish, it's so boring.
I know, yeah. Oh dear. Is he enjoying the show?
It just says, I love spending 2 hours on a Saturday listening about fingers of arses, doctors squeezing testicles and making you cough. Have you got any news on the airy Chinese kid? So.
Well, when you say it like that, some of the stuff we go, it does sound a little bit of, drivel.
Well,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Carl was worried about swearing, because after we were talking about finger at arse and that, he's generally worried. And I don't have a problem with swearing, although I understand why you can't say certain words on radio. It might be offensive, people aren't listening. I mean, the F word, the C word and all those. But when they bleep it out in a record, they bleep out the vowel. So in the F word, they bleep out the U, so it goes, beep. Right? So they go, it's not offensive, I didn't hear the vowel.
Presumably, yeah.
So if you change the vowel, it's not, do you know what I mean? So, in the C word, could I say, could I talk about the philosopher Immanuel Kant?
Well, you can talk about Immanuel Kant because he's one of the great thinkers of all time.
So Kant is not an offensive word, because the vowel's different, is it?
Leave it then.
No, do you know what I mean though?
But I don't see how it can be offensive.
You can't, it can't be, only. He's a thinker, he's a philosopher, his name is Kant, that is his actual name.
Yeah.
I think it comes from a long line of Kants, from what he hasn't changed his name, I think his father, his grandfather,
there's a lot of German people.
Oh, Germany's, I assume, full of Kants.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What else was
So you can change the vowel. So could I say,
probably not.
what if I change 2 words? What if I said cump? C-U-M-P. Now that's not offensive at all, is it?
That can't be offensive.
So I could say, you fucking cump.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I need a schnit. That would be fun.
Wonka, Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Although Willy, is Willy offensive? Could you say Willy?
It's tricky.
Willy Wonka and his fucking cumps.
Yeah.
That would be fine,
That would be
wouldn't
absolutely
it?
fine.
Is that alright then,
You got
Carl?
any other questions or anything, Steve?
Well, it's not so much a question, but it's something that I think might be of interest to you, Carl. I was reading about this in the paper, and I know how fascinated you are by people of the Japanese persuasion. 2 elderly men found on a remote island are believed to be Japanese soldiers in hiding since 1945, desperate to go home. Diplomats from Tokyo are investigating the claims of these men, who are 87 and 83.
What? What are you thinking there?
Well, no, go on.
I know what you're thinking. Go on. Say what you're thinking.
Are they that old, though?
Why? Why? Say why.
I don't want to. Just leave it.
Carl's got a theory. Well, I mean, I don't think that this is fine. Let's say that Carl's views don't reflect the views of XFM, right? Carl's got a theory that Oriental people don't age well.
Sure. Let Carl.
But that annoys me the way. Yeah, but I think people will probably agree with me. But for some reason, the first time I said that, I wasn't even worried about it. But now, because of the reaction of people, I don't understand. I don't know why I can't say that.
What's your theory? Explain your theory in a nutshell.
Just like you don't see sort of a 33-year-old Chinese person. No, No, but at the same time...
What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old
I'm not having a go.
Chinese
At the same time, you don't see that many fat ones either. So, in a way, that's good news. Nobody would be upset about that.
But what do you mean
But
you don't
your
see
news isn't bad news, because it's not true.
But wait, stop. What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old Chinese person? I don't understand. What do you mean you don't see them? What do you see then?
Sort of, you know, young ones. And then, like, you don't see that middle ground.
I don't know what this theory's based on!
So you see old ones and you see
Yeah.
young ones, but you never see any in between.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So what's the oldest Chinese person you've seen before the age of 33? How old do you think?
About 22.
22, so you've seen lots of 22-year-olds, so you've seen range from babies to 22-year-old Chinese people. That's fact, okay? And then what gap do you miss out? When do they pop back up on the radar for you? What age has a Chinese person got to be older than that?
Well, 49.
They're always so specific. What do you mean when you say they don't age well? What do you mean they don't age well? You mean that middle-aged ones look old?
Because you think at 23, when they start 23, happy birthday to you, and they look up, and oh jeez, it's 52. What do you mean?
No, I just mean they don't age that well. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what it is in them, but they just don't... Alright then, here's the question. You tell me of a Chinese person on the telly who's about 32.
Tell me of a Chinese person on the telly first. Give us the great gamut of Chinese talent currently on British TV, right? And I'll pick and choose. Go on then.
Bruce Lee?
How long has he been dead, Bruce Lee? 70s, wasn't it? And
Unbelievable.
not really on the telly much, was he? Okay.
What age was he when he died?
33, I think.
Well, I would have never guessed that.
Well, what do you think? How old do you think he was?
Probably about 42.
What, you know Burt Kwok?
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pink Panther films?
No.
Okay. He wasn't that old in them, because it was 60s, 70s.
But how old did he look, though? If he walked in and someone said, you never guess how old he is, what would you have said? Right then, there's my point then. There's my point.
I have to say, I've been listening to you two talk, and I like the idea that there's people who've been waiting 18 months for some of this. for the Kant discussion, the Orientals.
Do you know what I think? I think, Kant, as a philosopher, is very popular in Essex. Because I hear him saying his name all the time whenever I go through. What? They're all shouting this and that. All shouting.
Kings of Leon on XFM.
Carl.
Gervais Merchant Karl Pilkington. Carl, dead air.
Talk!
No, I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, but that's no good on radio! You can't just look at something! You gotta talk!
Is he even more backward than I remember?
I don't know.
It's just that someone's emailed in.
Yeah, so you gotta tell the listeners that.
I'm telling them now, I'm doing it. Someone's emailed in from Tokyo, saying that he's getting married in a few months to a Japanese woman. She's 27. Just want to know how long I've got so she starts looking old.
Well, how long do you reckon, according to your theory?
About... Probably about 4 years. About 4 years and that. So...
What would you advise him, to get out now, or...?
Well... Have some good sort of wedding pictures done and that.
Carl! Carl! It's not true! The theory's not true!
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Oh yeah, great. In 4 years' time, he's gonna send a picture going, oh, you're right, Carl. Look, she looks like a prune. What? He's gonna suddenly start saying this girl, it's not true, it's not gonna happen.
It's that thing, though, innit, of looking at her mum. There's a lot of truth in that, isn't there, that you shouldn't really meet up with your girlfriend's sort of parents and that. Sure. Because you just sort of get a little taster of what's to come and what have you.
And what's to come with yours?
It's a good job I didn't meet her early on. No.
You're gonna be in such trouble!
No, they don't listen. It's alright.
Really? Well, Suzanne does, doesn't she?
She'll probably be out.
Really?
But she knows.
She's got some sense.
Yeah, when you get back! Yeah. You went on holiday with them, didn't you?
Yeah, we've been on since then, haven't we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I went on holiday last week, been away, but that was just me and Suzanne. Talk about that later.